Hello everyone, Sarah here at Three Little Potters, and I am getting ready for a truly torturous pottery challenge. I am going to put handles on all of these mugs. We all know that I hate handles. Handles are my worst. So if you want to get better at something, repetition is the way to go. So I am going to force myself to put handles on all of these. If you've watched my other pottery challenge videos, you will know that I usually do this with a timer, and there's usually rules and certain limits to how I'm doing this. I am not going to do a timer today because I don't think I can do handles in a quick amount of time. I expect this will take me a while. What I am going to do here is I'm going to use 5 different types of handle applications today. So I am going to do 10 of these mugs with the diamond core handle cutting tool, 10 of these mugs with extruded handles, 10 of these mugs with the general pulled handle, 10 of the mugs with the blanks that you attach and then pull the handle on the mug. And then I want to do 10 of these that are a little bit more sculptural, mostly pulled, some sculptural elements added in. So, yes, it's going to be quite the project. I hope you'll stick around and see how everything comes out. So I threw some of these last night and I was pretty tired. You can see this one here. I somehow accidentally kicked it with my foot. It was on a shelf and I still managed to kick it with my foot. And then I smooshed it into that one by accident. So those are our 2 problem cups, but we'll see if we can do something to sort of fix those up. These over here are kind of my espresso size, and I'll probably do the extruded handle. So prior to this, I would say that the most amount of handles I have ever done in a day is 25. And that was back when I was doing moon mugs and they were very popular. But then I was like, these handles, I'm never doing mugs again. I'm done with mugs. So I stopped doing mugs for a very long time. And every once in a while, I'll throw in one. But today I'm going to make a lot of them. So first up, we're starting with extruded handles. And these are for the espresso cups that I did last night. And my extruder is small. I am using this die cut here. It has sort of different sizes, but they're all very small. So these aren't something that you'd be able to do on a large mug. But, I think if I really like the extruded handles best after this, I would consider buying one of those huge wall extruders. Like maybe that's the way to go. One of the real challenges with this project is that my clay is B-mix. And B-mix is kind of notorious for handle problems, handles cracking off and things like that. It really, really wants to be the exact same wetness as the cup that you're putting the handle on. So these handles coming out of the extruder are a little bit wetter than I would like. And I'm not sure exactly if these are going to be okay or not. So I guess we'll see. If they all crack off, it won't be a very good video, will it? So the other problem that I generally have with making handles is that I fuss with them too much, that I spend so much time attaching the handle that I get a lot of finger marks, I get a lot of spots that need to be cleaned up. And so I generally am making more work for myself than I need to. And then I have to deal with it afterwards. Did I make that one too big? A little bit. All right. We'll fix it. So it's definitely a balancing act because you definitely want your handle well attached, but I love all those people that they just like pop it on and they're just like so confident that they don't really do anything else and their handle's just on there and perfect. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just have no faith in this clay for handle attachment, so I overwork it. So far, so good on the extruded handles, right? If only I had a bigger extruder. Messed up a little bit, so we're definitely putting the handle in the messed up part, and maybe we can hide it with that. This one's also wetter than the other one, so I'm not going to take it off the bat yet, but you can see it kind of moving while I'm trying to put the handle on. I'll take off a little bit here. This looks terrible. All right, does it look flower-like? I don't know. It looks kind of like a mess is what it looks like. Maybe it's flower-like. Okay, since I still have a lot of, well, not a lot, but I still have some clay left in the extruder, I'm going to go ahead and try to put a handle with this on one of the larger cups. So this is the biggest handle that this can make. So we'll see if that thickness is workable. I think it is for some cups. And if it's quite sturdy enough to handle. So a lot of times with the B-mix, because it is so prone to cracking, I'm really putting handles on when the clay is still quite wet so that I don't have them cracking off. But yeah, they're a little harder to handle that way. First things first is measuring. When handles are too big, it looks really weird, so. I don't know, this extruder is working pretty well on these handles. I'm sitting here wondering how much those wall extruders for handles cost. It's colder out. There's been a slight outfit change. I had to take my kids to the orthodontist, but I am back and I am ready for the awkward handle pulling. Okay. There's really like nothing to be done about the awkwardness of handle pulling. So unfortunately for me, this clay being so soft, this makes handle pulling extremely hard to do because you have to be even more conscious of the pressure that you're putting on and not putting too much pressure at once. Ideally, once you get your I don't know if I can talk and do this at the same time. Oh gosh. But ideally, once you get your wad of clay going, then you can just kind of, the first handle takes the longest, and then the next one is a very quick handle. So, okay, I'm gonna go there for one. I'm just gonna cut them off. So we want to do 10 that are pulled this way. Hopefully I've got enough clay for that to happen. Extruder's looking pretty good after this sloppy mess. All right, those have to dry a little bit before I can put them on. For this next method, I'm going to sort of try the Florian Gatsby method, I guess you could say. I don't know if it's his method. I'm sure it's just a method, but I know he does that sort of thing where you have the sort of small plugs of clay that you then pull while it's attached to the cup. Okay, so let's, I don't know, I'm just going to coil out some amounts that I think might be right for a mug. I guess I'm going for the general thickness at the top, what I want that to be. And then we'll throw it, we'll pull it from there. So here you can see the ones that I pulled. I kind of put a bend in them so that they can be drying. And these are the ones that we're going to try to put on the cups right now. So the idea is to get one end of this really firmly on. And this is not a method that I really ever do, so if I fail, don't be surprised. So this is one of those we are learning together moments rather than I know what I'm doing. So okay, that's gonna be way too much clay. Okay, let's see. Let's hope it's well attached. All right. What the? I want it to kind of like go up some. Yeah, this is the part where I feel like it wants to be thin at that joint where I don't want it to be thin. All right, and now I've bent the cup out of proportion. Jojo, no! Jojo! No, 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 boo boo. This is a hard part. Oh, oh boy, I know. Okay, hold on though. This is tedious already, Jojo. Okay, you good. Go ahead, stay down. I can't pat you. I got this. Okay, this is not working. Okay, what have I done wrong? Okay, I just made my cup oval shaped. It's kind of got a handle on. It's going kind of a little bit thin there. I don't want it to be so thin there. No, no. Still too thick on the bottom, but it's getting too thin on the top. Okay, maybe if I support it midway. Well, I said I wanted to do some that were sculptural. Okay, just stop. Okay, just stop. This is not gonna work. Okay. This is a good reminder that I am not Florian. How does he do that? He must do it like, all right, let's try again. Maybe he starts with like a smaller piece, only pulls it like 2 times or something, but my hands got so gunked up. And then like the hands that you're holding the cup with are just like a mess. It's going to be like a Pottery seconds, even if I can get a handle on it, just because of all the. Okay, I'm going to stop complaining. Okay. All right. This is a failure. Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so maybe, let's see, every time okay. Maybe he's using cups that are a lot firmer. All right, let's try, and handles that are smaller, let's try taking some of that off. Maybe just like support it there or something. Okay. Maybe just go with that. It's not the worst handle in the world, but the amount of destruction that happened to the cup to get this on. Oh, okay. It's probably gonna crack off too because it got so wet. Maybe not. All right. All right, it's only my second try with this method, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Set it over there. Oh, okay. All right, well, it's gonna mess up the pot, then I might as well start on this one that was the already, I kicked it by accident last night one. So let's do that. Maybe start with less clay. Oh, oh, great. Oh my god. Alright, just a little handle, I guess. It's horrible. Okay. Oh, I think it maybe needs like a bigger. I said I was going to try 10 with this method. All right, what's my next ugliest cup? All right. Here's one of the fails from earlier. I might have turned the camera off by the time this fail came around. I was just too mad. So I'm using a little bit of vinegar right here to try to help these adhere very, very well. All right, I think it's gonna have to become like a whale tail mug or something. I used to do these whale tail mugs a lot, so let's see if we can't get some more clay into this. No. That Jojo head. That Jojo head. All right, my hands are too wet to fix this anymore. This one is what it is right now, and that is what it is. I cannot believe I said I would do 10 using this method. This is the worst. I'm literally ruining these cups. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know what experts out there use this method. Oh, you guys, I don't know how you're managing it. All right. I said I do 10. I'm gonna do 10. Maybe I'm gonna get better. I feel like the ways that I'm failing make me want to just like not they made me want to pull it like off the cup so that I'm not ruining the cup in doing it, because it's just like getting so mucky and so horrible. Okay. I'm gonna stop whining any minute here, any minute. I feel like I don't know. I guess you must get good at it after a long time. It's just like one of those things that if you do it 1,000 times, then you get better at it. But after I've done this 1,000 times, think of all that clay I'll have wasted and all my time and money when you could just pop it out of the extruder and put it on. I'm going to buy an extruder, like a real extruder. I'm going to mount it to my wall. And then if I'm ever tempted to do handles again, I will have a method. All right, but I said I'm going to do this. I'm not giving up. Okay. There's got to be some tricks that I'm missing here. Like you pull hard though, you just like end up a weak spot. How do you not end up with a weak spot? Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm trying to not come out with a weak spot. I, these are going to be like the littlest handles of them all. Okay, because it's like obviously too thick on the bottom, but getting too thin at the top again, so. Now I have half of a handle again. All right. Half of the handle again. Okay. So this will be another one of our sculptural ones. That's what we'll do. We're going to attach it on the other end. I think we've talked about this before, my inability to let go of pieces. Like when you know you should just start over and you don't. It's okay. Nothing good. Nothing good comes of this handle. Okay. I think I need that to be. All right, we're on to the next method here. So I have tried different ways to make this little tool work better. This is a handle cutter from Diamond Core Tools. This is the R4 tool. So the way that these work the best is when the clay that you're using to cut out of is kind of hard. I've left this piece of clay out all day, so it's pretty good. So some of my cups over there are a little bit wetter than they should be, but we'll see. They're just right there, huh? Well, just needs that side edge to be fixed up a little bit, but so I've had better luck using water to lubricate the tool, and I have cornstarch. I am not almost done. I have so many cups left to do. Oh, okay. I guess I've got like something like 20 left to do. I must have made more than 50 to start because I feel like I've been at this for forever. All right, so I'm gonna try to speed through as many as I can with just this method because this seems like down to our last method of handles. These are the ones that we pulled and let dry for a while. And these are our cups that are waiting for those. So wow, these go on so much faster than the other ones. Because they've already got like slip from where I pulled them? I don't know. Okay. 1, 2. It's probably because this is the method that I'm the most used to, so. Well, I finished putting handles on all these mugs. It was not a short process. Oh, I don't know how many hours it's been at this point. It feels like it's been a lot of hours. But I used the different methods. I put the handles on the mugs. Yeah, it's been a long day. All right. So, my final thoughts after this day of torture is that if you can afford a tool, have access to a tool, definitely go that route. I think that some of the mugs look really cool with the hand pulled or the shaped sculpted, but as far as speed goes, this or the extruder really worked so much better. Um, yeah, it just took so long to get through. For me, definitely the method that took the longest was the using the plug, putting it on, and trying to pull it while it was on the piece. I feel like I just ended up with a lot of muck on the cup itself. And I know if I practiced it 1,000 times that I could get good at it. I just don't know that the end result is different enough to command a high enough price point to take the time to make it that way. Um, Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you guys old school? Do you pull your handles, or are you branching out and using some of these new tools that are available? Um, yeah, thanks for watching. I'd love it if you subscribed and let me know how your own pottery challenges are coming along. So have a good night. Thanks.